Jeremy Brown, if y'all remember the story, was it last week? My weeks drained into
lady
each
in
other.
Chicago with her son at
the Maxwell hot dog place, and he got in an Jeremy Brown got in an argument with this black lady, and her son came in and blew him away.
Mom getting,
Jeremy Brown was punching this black woman over and over again,
violating her.
And the boy came in, 14 years old, didn't like it, witnessed it, took out his and blasted him.
Yep.
People was making all kind of memes. I told my sister, funny memes. They would say he went in for a hamburger and left with wings.
That's cold.
But you know what?
Went in for a hamburger
and left with wings.
Now, wings is assuming that he went up.
This man passed away.
Well, no, he could go
by balling his fist up, saying, "Oh, my grandmama, say one more word to this black lady." Mm-hmm. And proceeded to punch her over and over again.
Well, here's the thing. From what you're saying, if that's
and at his funeral, they had his baby mama, I guess, had on a shirt
girls had
that said "Knockout King" or something like that.
That's what he was known for.
He was known as a knockout king.
Well, he lived it. He did his fist balled up at that situation.
Let me explain.
So he was trying to get into his mode.
We are here. We are in the suburbs of Chicago. I used to live in Chicago for a while. Chicago is a different kind of breed.
It's country mixed with city.
Although people was upset with his family and they don't get it, I actually understand. Because I'm from Chicago. You understand what I'm saying?
The one lady did a TikTok.
I understand.
Mad. I know y'all ain't thinking
this man belonged to somebody.
Oh, yeah. He was somebody's
son.
Friend,
he was somebody's nephew,
father,
somebody's friend, cousin.
Yeah.
And even though we say that was the worst part of his life we saw on camera. They are saying that's not all of him.
Yes.
He was a good dad. He was this, he was that, he was this and that. So for that, we do say, okay, for them.
Condolences because you've lost a loved one.
Yes, to them. Yeah. Because we all have ratchet cousins and nephews
that still got to
come
to the barbecue and act up.
And so even though everybody see them and they worse to worse, we know that there's other sides to them. Okay? But a different breed would write "Knockout King" on a shirt.
And you said
when that's how he passed away
in his knockout mode. I told you though, if that's his nickname, you going out now in your nickname.
I say this with all love and respect to his girlfriend because she is the mother of his child. You are a moron.
Oh, stop.
I love you, honey.
Why is she a moron?
I would say it in your face.
Why?
And I would tell you in your face, I love you, but you're a moron.
Why?
You don't wear a shirt that says "Knockout King" at a funeral where the man was knocked out. Trying to knock. He didn't knock her out.
He got knocked out with a bullet.
So if he was the knockout king, one punch should have knocked her out.
I know. He just kept hitting, and she still was there, standing.
So no,
so he's not the knockout.
That wasn't. You should have wore something that said. And I'm older. I'm older than you. I'm 55. My sister's 60. I would talk to you like I would your mom. You should have wore something that said, "A child loving father, my child's dad, my kids will remember you." Not Knockout
Jeremy,
King.
whatever his nickname was, but actually, you said his nickname is Knockout.
Knockout King.
Now, one of the things I was looking at other people's videos with that, how crazy the funeral was, and they was doing twerking.
Well, they gonna be twerking. That's Chicago.
And they were saying a lot of people gave their little input on, not like really out of respect. The man is gone.
That's Chicago.
If that's how y'all celebrate,
they'll put a blunt in his. They had a blow up of him. Chicago, I'm telling you, there's funerals where they had be at the club, and they had a stiff guy sitting there at the club.
But a few people have said, and I didn't even think about this, and you said it earlier with family members and friends loving him and missing him. They were suggesting that the mother and her son move. retaliation.
He was part.
This is a crazy family, I believe, that can go retaliate.
I believe he was part of a gang.
I do too.
I think she said the 100s or something.
And that's probably why Kim Fox, she
was get out of here with that.
They wasn't going.
Do you imagine you know how many people every weekend in the city of Chicago die from gang violence?
Yes.
If they prosecuted all that, we would never see the light of day.
Because a lot of times when they know that the victim is related to a gang,
it's over.
Or affiliated, or associated, they don't move as quick.
No.
They don't care.
They don't care about that.
They'll find ways, loopholes to
charge it to
and they should. Was hurting her.
No, charge it to the streets. If you in the streets, charge it to the streets.
But that's why
we're not in the streets. Right. We are civilians.
Yeah.
But if I was in the streets, charge it to the streets. Yeah. Charge. He should have been strapped. He should have had something on him. Charge it to the streets.
You think that they should relocate?
Yes. Because number one, Chicago, I like to say, is a small town, big city. Although it is a big city, believe it or not, everybody kind of know everybody.
Or know of.
Or know, believe it or not. Even what the person who used to live here, whatever, Evanston. You say Evanston, all you gotta do is say Evanston or certain schools in the city. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, people will know who you're talking about. Or church. They gonna know. If you say such and such name, they may not know that person, but if you keep going, they gonna say,
go down the list and find
they gonna, I know his aunt, or I know his uncle, or I know his cousin, or I know,
or he gets his hair done at the such and such.
I know. See him come in. And forget about it if it's a community in a community, because I lived in Hyde Park. Mm-hmm. If you in Hyde Park, everybody know each other. I know I see the same black people. We on the bus all the time. Mm-hmm. We know each other.
Right.
Oh, you talking about that old man that blank blank? Oh, you talking about that girl with the red hair? Mm-hmm. That blank blank? Yes. Everybody knows each other. Wow. Beverly, Pullman, where they was there. Mm-hmm. So
just those different areas.
It's a small town. I tell people that it's a small town. Big city.
I don't know where this lady.
It's not like New York. It's not like New York.
No, with the different boroughs and stuff.
Everybody knows you in Chicago, and if you blow up in Chicago, everybody knows you. So she blew up. The family blew up, and they blew up. Mm-hmm. The lady and her son because of the national attention. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows them.
Nicki Minaj is jumping in to help with the education for the boys.
Yeah, every celebrity knows them, so they would move. They need to move. You don't have to be out of Illinois, but they need to get out of Chicago.
I'm afraid because how ghetto the family was acting at the funeral.
They definitely gonna come after them.
They may try to retaliate.
They are gonna come after them.
They crazy.
They gonna come after them.
Just the way they did. That to me, I guess for me, the importance of life was not. It wasn't. He was celebrated in a different way,
but he was in a gang, I believe. I know. That's why when you gang, that's you about that life.
That's sad. So because that's really a time where hopefully someone can speak at it with some sense.
No, they not.
And all of y'all who got hopeless lives that don't care that this lifestyle is okay.
No, they was replying saying the one. I believe it was the baby mom. I can't remember. They was replying on Twitter and all that saying. Y'all jealous or something, y'all know y'all got knocked out, y'all know y'all get hit by y'all men, and we was like, everybody was replying, I've never in my life got hit by my man,
and would have definitely did what that lady did if your friend.
So that tells you that that's normal for a lot of them. For you to reply back and say, I know that y'all get hit by y'all man, it's like no.
I don't know what world you come from.
That's not normal. Maybe in your world it is. So that's what I'm saying. You trying to have a civil conversation with people that's not even in your same world. They in their own. I'm telling you, Chicago's a different breed. It's a different breed. Depending on what block you go on, depending on what side you go on, it's a different breed. And y'all got to quit trying to make sense of it because you live in another state.
But you know what?
You trying to put that state over here. It's not the same.
But you know what? In all actuality, is similar when the lifestyle is gang related.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Any city.
You about that street. You about the life.
That we take care of our own. You hurt him? Oh,
yep.
no, you going down.
And violence is an everyday way of life.
It is.
So yeah, most of y'all probably do get punched in your face by your man.
Retaliation. If y'all together in a crime, like the girls be hanging with the guys are dating them in the gangs or even the female gangs they have.
Yeah.
You don't even realize you're a target. There's a target on your back as you walk with him or her in the gang.
But you about that life. If you about that life,
and we can't be surprised. The family members, the moms, unfortunately, the dads, the kids, if they get targeted, and then the target it hits on whoever's with them, we can't be like, oh my God. But she's hanging with somebody, or he's hanging with somebody that's about that life, and it's just I don't know.
Okay. All right, so that's Chicago. Jeremy
Too bad
Brown.
we can't show the videos.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. Ooh. But that's about their life. Okay. And that's what I said. For them, I understand. Like I said, he's somebody's child.
Yeah.
Or somebody's uncle or cousin and those two girls that he has got to grow without their father.
I know.
But if they father going around punching women in the face.
It was evidently, I mean, what is the word? It was going to happen, that his life.
And he should have known that. That's what I'm saying. He punched
the wrong woman.
Dude, you punch out King.
You
punching somebody out. You in Chicago. If it wasn't her son, somebody else could have taken you down.
Thank you. Even her herself.
She could have taken you down.
Supposed to have her concealed to carry weapon with her.
So he messed up.
Yeah.
Y'all got to, if you watching and you from that family, you got to charge that to the streets.
Yeah.
Jeremy wasn't thinking. You doing all of that in public.
But
you assuming she didn't have nothing on her.
Big statement. Whatever the man soweth, he reaps.
And his name was Knockout King.
And he's probably hurt a lot of people. He may have taken lives himself.
So see you later.
He died that same way.
Well, now he's a meme.
I'm sorry.
He's a meme now.
Sorry for the family.
He's a meme. They got his picture on a meme with wings. Went in for a hamburger and left with wings.
I don't know who thought of that. That's just real wrong.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That's just wrong.
I say hot dog. See, they not from here. I would say he went in for a hot dog and left with wings.
Okay.
It's back. Okay. All right. Speaking of Chicago, NASCAR.
It was a big race. Everybody was excited.
There's a few people that's mad because things was closed down. And there's a lot of people putting up polls saying, should Chicago have done NASCAR?
They're coming back next year.
Well, they signed a contract for
3 years.
3 years. Just before the halfway mark of the race, NASCAR officials announced that the race would only run 75 laps rather than the full 100 because of the threat of